Let's Talk Stupid. My name is Compound.
And I'm Proud, and today we're going a little bit spicy here because we're going to talk about
We're going to talk about art. Well, note
yay.
here. I know art is everything, and it's literally everything you want it to be. But today we're going to talk about something a little bit a little more classic definition of art, being like paintings, sculptures, and those kind of stuff, and architecture. We're not
Mhm.
gonna be talking about art as in form or something abstract today.
Yes. And well, I just need to get it out of there. I'm not very an art person. So this episode is going to be quite disastrous.
Yeah, to be honest, me neither. And we're not like art guru or art experts, so this is just our take on what we feel art is like in modern days. Okay,
Exactly.
so let's start. Today we have like a little game, so we're gonna guess what. So I'm gonna have a piece of classic art in my mind, and I'm gonna describe it in one sentence and let Proud guess what it is. So
Mhm.
it's just basically that. Um,
And we'll take turns.
let's take turns. You can't pronounce the name of this piece in the sentence.
Sure.
Okay, this is hard, so you should start first.
What? Okay. I'm going to start with the easiest one on my list. So, to describe it in one sentence, it is the wiggly person or ghost that is shrieking.
It's the scream, isn't it?
Yes, exactly. It's easy.
Yeah, kind of. So mine, uh, is just pure color in squares and blocks.
Oh my god, I chose that one too. Composition with red, blue, and yellow. Oh my god.
Wow.
There aren't many like famous pieces that we know, I guess. That's why we got the same one. But I have some backups. Okay, it's fine. I actually looked it up. I remembered like my art teacher saying that it was so expensive. Like the auction price for this piece was very high, even though it's just some squares. Do you have any guess?
Oh, the price of the composition, right?
Yeah.
I would guess it would be around like 5 million US dollar.
Exactly, yeah. I no, no, sorry.
Wow.
50 million.
What?
Yeah, 50 million US dollars.
Oh, I see. That's really expensive, man. But I guess like the prices of art, swings all the time. It can be really expensive at one point, and maybe if like the culture change, there's
Mhm.
world war, something like that, the price might drop again, and it will
Mhm.
never come back again. Chances are like that.
Mhm.
Okay,
So,
so
it's my turn.
your turn.
Okay. So, this one is simple. A farmer and his wife.
Oh, it's Gothic something, right?
Yeah, American Gothic.
Gothic. Oh yeah, American Gothic.
I literally
It's
like searched for the name of this painting by like searching a farmer and his wife painting and it popped up.
I guess, but I think the more appropriate keyword would be grumpy farmer and his wife. They look
Sure.
really emo. Okay, so this next painting, it is very famous in Thailand. It's just a note. So it's what happened in Les Miserables at the ending of the film, at the near ending of the film.
I've never watched that film.
Okay, so let me change. Let me rephrase it. It's
So
about
sorry.
change. It's about change, political change.
Political change? Huh. What? I'm not. I literally have no idea.
Oh, so have you ever seen Liberty Leading the People? It's like the lady who's waving a French flag,
I'm not really
leading
sure.
the people.
Let me Google
I
that.
I mean, you have seen it before. One of our friends used it as his profile picture or something.
Yeah, I know that, but I never knew what it was like. What's the reference? Oh, yeah, I saw that. Okay. It's also like One's Republic cover album cover or something. I guess. I'm not really sure.
Oh,
I'm not really sure. But
okay.
like I believe like the color is sort of similar. I'll check that later, but yeah, I've seen this.
Okay. Then your turn.
Okay, so this is my backup because we accidentally chose the same painting, but uh, it is just some some dotted people chilling in a park.
It's like Sunday afternoon or something by. I've seen that one before, but I
Yeah,
don't know the name.
you are very close. It is a Sunday afternoon on the island of La Grande Jatte. I'm not really sure. I probably mispronounced that, but yeah, that is the exact one.
Okay. So I've run out of samples, so we can jump right into it. Um, at first, I think we have kind of similar thoughts, right?
Hmm.
I bet you thought about this before. You were like, should I choose Starry Night because it's both what we know? But no,
Exactly.
it's too cliche, no? It's too overly used.
Yeah, it
A
would
song
be
has been
too
written about it.
easy. And we are not going to choose like anything like a Mona Lisa as well.
Yeah, because that's. But this is only pure paintings, right? There's no sculptures
Sculptures.
at all.
Uh-huh.
Because I guess sculptures will be harder since we're not like, so acquainted with sculptures world.
But I believe we know some. There's some like the thinker, right?
Ah, yeah. And also David and
Oh yeah.
um, Apollo, I guess. Is that
I'm
the
not really
name?
sure.
But don't talk about architect. That's gonna be harder. The only architecture I know is Athena Parthenos, which is in
Oh yeah,
Greece. I'm not
me
even
too.
sure of the name.
Oh, I mean, if you count like the Leaning Tower, right?
Oh yeah,
Uh-huh.
Pisa Tower in Italy.
And
Yeah,
the
the
Eiffel,
Colosseum.
I guess I'm not sure. Oh, the Colosseum. There are plenty of options, but I believe we're so familiar with paintings, so that's why. Oh yeah, why didn't I choose like other type of art? But okay.
Well, well, well. Okay, then I think that actually arts is changing these days, right? It's no doubt that it's changing. It's always
Mhm.
changing. Everything is always changing. But like the thing about art is that people are turning more into like the satirical art style. For
Mhm.
example, I know this isn't new because Salvador Dali, right? Salvador Dali. He died ages ago,
Mhm.
but his arts were very very popular among like teenagers and older young adults in the older section as
Hmm.
well. It is super satirical, like the Melting Clock. Um, oh no, it's not that
The
satirical, but
melting
it's like
clock.
weird.
Uh huh.
It's weird. It's it's just something that you just don't understand anymore. It's not something so common.
Uh huh. Yeah, I actually was going to choose like the melting clock as one of the paintings, but for some reason I didn't choose it. I thought you were going to choose it, but okay. Um, well, I don't have any take on that, but I would say that art in, well, the present day is already weird, and maybe in the future it could be even weirder.
True, but there's I've heard a little side story apart from art in painting and sculptures. I've heard that there's like these symptoms in artists that is really not really bad for their mental health. Is that
Mm-hmm.
artists somehow sometimes feel like they're superior than other people. It's feel like they
Mm-hmm.
have their own consciousness and mind that is so precious. And it kind of the thing that drives them to create more work. And it also drives them to depression and stress
Mm-hmm.
because people don't give them recognition. And it was kind of sad because a lot of people wanted to be artists these days, but um, the condition of being artist means you have to be creative all the time, and
Mm-hmm.
that can sometimes be hard, right?
Well, to be honest, I have a different opinion because I'm currently reading a book called Show Your Work, and the idea of this book is that anyone could be an artist. You don't have to be a genius, you just have to be a genius, which is different, like the scene and yes. So it's more of like the author wants people to view artists or creative thinkers as someone who use like collective ideas, someone who is not a superhuman, someone who is just like all of us, but somehow be able to pick ideas from other people and accumulated it as his own or her own, something along that line.
Yeah, true. I mean, anyone can be an artist. That is why this career is gaining more popularity in the world of individualism. But to make gold out of it, it's just kind of impossible. You
Mm-hmm.
can think of yourself as an artist. Sure, that there's nothing wrong with that concept. But to think of yourself as an artist financially, it is just not something that I would support to
Mm-hmm.
choose because firstly I do not want to underestimate anybody's ability or whatever, but the mental state that you need to pay in order to be a stable to have a stable artist career
Mm-hmm.
is just so much.
Yeah, I agree. And that's why even though like I'm not an art person, I still respect people in the community. I mean, they're amazing. They're so talented.
Yeah, but I mean that there's also happy artists who can maintain their mentality and whatsoever.
Yeah.
But for angsty teenager and people in the coming of age session, I think it's pretty hard to transfer from being normal people to artists that makes gold.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I wouldn't recommend anybody that I've known personally to be an artist because I've known that we're not that mentally stable yet.
Okay.
So another thing about art is that I've seen that art in these days it's becoming more of like so people are trying so hard to milk money out of everything,
Mm-hmm.
and especially art has become the target of it. And some people say that some art has been created only to pander, right? To pander. And what do you think about
What
these
is
opinions?
what even is that word? Pander?
Pander means like um, to try to make somebody happy because you want something from them.
Oh, like you have a vested interest or something.
Yeah, sort of.
Uh-huh. Well, it could be true. There are lots of different people, different personality in every community, but I would like to think that there is still some authentic, like, great people who would really want to share their work to the world as an artist without, like, that evil sort of purpose.
True, but like you can see that it is not only the case with artists, but it's also the case with like creative thinkers. Most creative thinkers, artists, and writers are famous only after they're dead.
That is quite
And it's
sad.
kind of sad, you
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
Oh, but well, I've heard many people saying that it like brings some depth to the story.
Exactly, but I think that we can turn it other way around. We always have apathetic opinions about these kind of stories. Like, artist dies, they get famous. But I think we can think other way around. Like, it doesn't matter whether your work is famous or not because your work will be assessed later anyway. So just create it and do what you want to do.
Yeah, you could view it that way. And well, like a little more take on like artists commercializing their work. Well, I mean, if they want to make it an occupation, they have to get to earn some money from it, right? So it's natural why some might do it.
True. Like the modern definition of art is like art is whatever you want it to be, right? So
Yeah.
whether it's commercialized or not, it's art. Whether it's a picture of your dog heart by a street artist, it's art.
And more about the futuristic side, I believe that eventually artists will be overcome by artificial intelligence, like for sure.
Because you think art is now being generated randomly?
No, because well, art is quite random at the beginning. And well, seeing some technologies these days, it's quite scary. Like, have you heard of like the art breeder? Something.
Oh, I've known that. It's super cool and scary at the same time.
Yes, it's like you could combine photos together and the computer will automatically generate the art for you. That is quite scary. And another technology that I've tested yesterday, I'm going to send you the picture now. I'm not really sure if we could share you this photo or not, but basically it is a website called Deep Face Drawing. So it will turn your doodles into a real human face.
What?
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to share it to you right now. It's quite scary, but well, I mean, it's not that perfect, but it's close.
I mean, it's really scary, honestly, to be honest. This look kind of like a real person.
Yes.
If you tell me that this is a real person, I'll believe it.
To be honest, like I thought the top part was Matt Pat,
Yeah, true.
right?
Underpart was like Florida guy. Florida man.
Yeah, but it's still quite scary. Like every stroke, like the computer like generated different face from just like one single stroke, and I was so shocked. But yeah.
Oh.
And it's kind of fun because when I like draw something that doesn't even resemble a face, it will try to make it a face.
What is the name of this website?
Oh, so it's deep face drawing.
Ah, I see. This is high key scary. So, yeah, but I think that anyhow, um, I believe that someday AI will capture the essence of being human, despite what we're saying that human is defined by love. I don't think so. I think human is just a really complicated machine, and AI can copy us someday. But I still hold that there's like a fractional thing that AI is, and then some human artist can capture, and then that create like a groundbreaking discovery or something that makes that human rich.
Okay, but
So that's basically it.
yeah, but what I'm saying is that true, maybe some artists might be able to do that, but Well, I've seen many predictions on many film and video games that every artist will be sort of rich from like not taken over by AI. But what I'm saying is that I don't think it will be true.
I think that they will be overtaken by AI, of course, and like the society in the future will look really different, and our wealth will not be anymore determined by what we do, uh, like in career, but it will be determined by other things. I don't know, by merits. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to live in that world first, and I'll answer the question.
But that's kind of interesting. Like, maybe AI taking over your job is a good thing. Like, taking all the job that requires, I don't know, encounters with dangers or risk the person's health. I think it would be better if those robots take over and maybe people could focus on something a little more civil or a little more elaborated and work on his or her own passion, like truly.
Yeah, true. Maybe we die and we got recruited into the AI system and we need to work for like the future human forever. If you want to upload your mind in the cloud, that's your job. You need to do job for other future human. So yeah, I think that's basically it. I think.
Mhm.
So I think the ending note would be do what you want to do. You can be your own artist, but uh, just try to avoid being egotistic about your art. Just do
Sure.
it because you're happy. Don't do it because you want to be better than other people.
Mhm. Exactly.
So I want to leave a question to our listeners today.
Mhm.
So I would like to ask you, have you ever created anything that you would like to define as art? What is it and how does it mean to you?
So you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. It's all Let's Talk Stupid, and you can submit or send your answers to let's talk stupid stupid at gmail.com.
Exactly. So thank you very much for listening and we'll see you guys next week. Goodbye.
See you.